What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Coach Rob 619 back with another review. Before I get into that, just want to say happy Thanksgiving to all you guys out there celebrating the holiday with your loved ones and families. Hey, have a great time, be safe, don't go out there acting all crazy. Get some good food in your system. Just kick back and watch my videos. But anyway, I want to bring this video to you guys. I've been trying to do this video for a while now. Before I get to that, shout out to my boy Lonzo Amazing, man. Me and him just hooked up last Sunday. We watched the Charger Denver game. I finally met him in person. I mean, he's been in my backyard, this whole time. So we finally linked up. And he brought some of his homeboys. I brought my homeboys, man. We had a good ass time, drinking, talking sports, talking women, everything under the sun. He even had some women come to our table, man. He was putting the Mac down and everything, man. So, hey, Alonzo, man, hey, shout out to you, dude. It was cool kicking it with you. We definitely got to do that again. All right, so let me get into this review. Now, like I was saying, this review I've been trying to do for a long time. This was the review that I did back in July when my computer crashed. I uploaded the video, man. In my opinion, it was a great video. I was doing like a devil advocate thing to where, I was talking about, Axe Instinct. I know you guys have probably seen the title like, what? He reviewing Axe Instinct? Yeah, but just hear me out. So, I knew that would be when people see the title and seeing that I'm reviewing an Axe product. I know people are going to be, giving me the face and I know this fool ain't, you know what I'm saying, all that, all the negativity. So I was doing like a devil advocate thing, playing, both sides, and I uploaded the video. Like I said, it crashed, and then once I got my computer back, I tried to do the video again, but it felt fake, like it felt too scripted, like I was trying to make it like the last video, so I deleted that one. And then I was gonna put it up another time, but then I was like, you know what, man? People may think I'm trying to be like bottom note because nobody knows me for doing characters or anything like that. So, at this time, I think people will be like, okay, he's trying to be like bottom note. So I didn't want that, so I scrapped it. So this is my fourth time trying to do this video. So I'm just gonna put this review up and do this real, get straight to the point because I've been trying to do this forever. So basically, I was in Walmart a while back shopping for, deodorant, body wash, toothpaste, stuff like that. It's your normal toiletries. And I've always seen Axe commercials. And, I've always been intrigued by it, but I've never wore like Tagged or whatever other body sprays are out there. I've never wore body sprays. I've always had a bottle of cologne. Even my first cologne back in like 5th or 6th grade, I had a bottle of Eternity. So, I mean, I've always had access to that bottle or a bottle or even my stepdad's collection. So I never had a need for like a body spray. So, like I said, I'm in Walmart shopping for what I said I was shopping for. And anybody ever been in a Target or Walmart, when you're in that section of the store, there's a whole row of Axe. And when I see the commercials, like whoever is the marketing director for Axe, we're like this. Everything that they put out there in these commercials, the appeal, what they want for their fragrance, with girls chasing the guys and girls going crazy over a man's like a scent and and the aura he gives off. That's me. I mean, that's my whole persona. That's one of my motivations of even getting into fragrances, was the attracting the opposite sex. So I love Axe's marketing. Not even gonna put a link to one of their commercials down here if you haven't seen one. I'm sure you have, but if you haven't, there'll be a link in the bottom to one of their commercials. But anyway, and if I made my own fragrance, it would be like Axe's commercial. It'd be our market would be almost identical because that's all me. But anyway, so I said, I'm in there. I'm like, let me try one of these Axe out. I always see the commercials. I always hear about them. I hear people bash them, but I've never actually experienced one for myself. So I picked this bad boy up. Well, first I tried a couple of them, and some were the typical like sweet kind of the high schoolish type of vibe. So I was like, okay, this is what people mean. This is what I expected. And then I picked this one up, Axe Instinct. Now, when I picked this one up, I followed the directions. I read it back. It says twist, the little cap. It reveals a sprayer, right? So I'm like, okay, couldn't really smell anything. I like the sprayer on these for some reason. They come out like crazy. So, I hit my arm with it. I'm smelling it. And now with these aerosol cans, they don't, well, at least with this one, it doesn't give you that alcohol that you're familiar with most of our fragrances, that you get that alcohol for a second. You gotta, wait for the alcohol to dry down to get to the scent. It doesn't have that. But it does have something that, you know, like a aerosol can. I don't know how to describe it, but that a vibe you get from an aerosol can, it does have that in the opening. That replaces the alcohol. So now I'm smelling it, and I'm like, damn, this doesn't seem high school at all. I can't see it, a dude under 25 wearing this, or I would say under 21 wearing this. And I'm like, this seems kind of mature, man. This is definitely a mature fragrance. This is not a high schooler, middle school kid's fragrance. So, I'm smelling it, and to my surprise, I'm like, this is actually pleasant. You know what I mean? I'm like, this smells pretty good. So the more I'm sniffing, the more I'm, wearing it, I'm like, I smelled this before. I couldn't put my finger on it at the time, but I know I smelled this before. So, I'm sniffing, and by the time I got home, I'm still picking it up. I'm like, you know what this is? This is Duro. Nasamato's Duro. Now, if any of you guys are familiar with that house or with that fragrance, Nasamato, they make like real, like extract perfume. Like, it's super strong. It's people that I don't have a lot of experience with them, but people that have say they last all day. They're real concentrated, and but when I was smelling this, I'm like, this is Duro. So I'm like, come on, man, this cost me $3.50. Duro's fragrances, I think they run you anywhere for 1 ounce, like $165 and up. I think. I may be wrong on that, but I know it's around that price range. So there's no way an Axe and a Nasamatos even on the same level when based on price. And don't get me wrong, like Duro. I've heard one of my subscribers. He sent me a PM. He's like, man, I smell Duro and I almost threw up. Like, the opening, it was just terrible. So I do agree with him on that. Duro in the opening is pungent, man. It's strong. It's just like abrasive. It's kind of, it's bad on the opening, but as it dries down, it comes you get like a pleasant leather and a wood fragrance, like a sweet wood and a nice leather. So this is not Duro's opening. This is Duro's dry down, like way in a dry down, like 4 or 5 hours later in the dry down. That's what this is. So if you're familiar with Duro, you may smell that. You're like, this don't really smell like Duro. But if if you've been around Duro, you have you wore it a lot, you know what the dry down smells like. That's Axe Instinct. Now, when I was driving, I was like, man, there's no way this smells like Duro. There's no way a body spray can smell this decent. You know what I mean? And so I'm driving home. I finally get home. The first place I go is for Grantica, just to see if it's even up there, see if anybody talks about it or if anybody said anything about it. Because I was trying to figure out, how could a body spray, smell this good, or was I tripping? So I go to Fragrantica, and to my surprise, it's up there. So I'm looking down, I'm seeing the notes, and then I see it had a perfumer. So I'm like, why the hell would a perfumer work on a body spray? You know what I mean? So I click on the perfumer. By the way, her name is Aunt Gottlieb. I'll put a description picture of her right here on the bottom. And so I'm reading, I'm looking at, what fragrances that she's done. And to my surprise, she's done a lot of stuff that I like. She's done CKB. That was one of my favorites, high school, growing up, younger dude. I was wearing CKB a lot. She did CK Shock, which I'm not familiar with, but other people has told me that one smells pretty good too. And then she did one of my favorites. This I swapped. I don't know why I swapped it, but Carolina Herrera's 212. That's also YouTube community favorite. You know what I mean? So I'm like, she did CKB, CK Shock, 212, and this. So I'm like, her resume, like I said before in my other videos, follow the perfumer. They'll always lead you to something decent. You know what I mean? So I'm like, wow, you know, a real perfumer has worked on this. She's done the stuff that I liked in the past, so therefore, you know, it's no shock to me now why I enjoy this body spray. So, you know, this for $3.50 is worth it. So what I want to do, I'm putting out a challenge to everybody in the community, all the reviewers, all my subscribers, people that just watch videos, people that may come across this video. Go to Walmart or Target, whatever's in your area, pick you up Axe Instinct. This is what the bottle looks like. It has the Instinct right here, orange. It has like some little leather. You can see like it has like a little leather design on the sides, at the bottom. You know, this is what it looks like. Find you a bottle of this. Pick it up and tell me what you think. Come back and say it's garbage. Come back and say, you know what, Coach Rob, it was surprisingly pleasant. I don't like it at all. It's terrible. It's a synthetic mess. Whatever you want to say. But I'm putting out this challenge. And I know some of you, you're going to hate it off the top. It's a body spray. Your mind will not allow you to think any body spray is good. I get that. Some of you going to give it a fair shake. And you might actually be surprised. And another thing, this, for you guys that aren't familiar with Doro, what does it smell like? This is wood and leather. That's it. It's a nice wood fragrance, sweet wood with a little sweetness on it, and it's a nice leather. Now, for all you guys that's been, you know, hyping up pure leather 30 Mu Glaze, or you enjoy pure leather, you would definitely like this, because I'm willing to say the leather in this is better. Yes, better than 30 Mu Glaze pure leather. That's my second challenge. So if you got pure leather, you smell pure leather, let me know if you think the leather in pure leather smells better than the leather in this body spray. I ain't gonna say I put money on it, but in my opinion, the leather in this damn body spray is better than the leather in pure leather. This is a better leather fragrance. You know what I'm saying? So that's my challenge community. Let me know what you think about it for one. And if you're familiar with pure leather, let me know if you think the leather in this fragrance is better than pure leather. Because I smelled pure leather the other day at Nordstrom's, man, and that just is garbage to me. It does not smell good. It smells like some pleather. It smells like some fake leather. And people say that pure leather is more wearable than Amen. So if pure leather is more wearable than Amen, well, I don't really like Amen. If you follow me, you know I don't like Amen anyway. So I don't find Amen that wearable. But I'm talking about the Amen with the tar note. I heard it was been reformulated and they took that tar note out. Now I may be able to tolerate that because I do love pure malt. And some say pure malt's dry down is the same dry down as Amen. So if you take that tar out of Amen, I might enjoy it. But anyway, I think the leather in this is better than pure leather. So, hey guys, let me know what you think. Depending on what the ladies say, determines what I spray. Peace.